We want the kids to feel as if they're really wonderful. And when I place the healing in the hands of the parents, it's extremely effective.
It's not going to get better if you don't bring it out into the open and find a way to talk about it, making sure that you don't forget to share what your values are. Because if we don't talk about our values, we can't blame our kids for not knowing. What we teach parents is to listen to their kids and to take time to really explore their child's emotions.
I was doing evaluations for emotional behavioral disorders, and I thought if I could just get to the adults who love and care for and teach these kids, we wouldn't have to have so many evaluations for emotional behavioral disorders.
And our job is to really help people to say, not talking about it is not going to make it go away. Yeah. And when you have a conflict that's been going on for a while, you really have to start with small steps to see where the opening is. Yeah. And where you can make a connection with your kid in a different way than the way you have been trying.
The Parenting Network works to empower anyone in a parenting role. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, or other relatives raising children, whether step-parents, foster parents, adoptive parents, and the parents of tomorrow, to provide a safe and nurturing home. Many of the services are free, voluntary, confidential, and easily accessible.
We have several different parent education programs. One of them is called Dad Matters. It's for fathers. We have it on Saturday morning. And that's run by a dad who's been doing that class for more than 10 years, I believe. We use the National Fatherhood Initiative curriculum for that, 24/7 Dad. The dads talk about their role models or their lack of a role model and figure out how they want to do things differently as the man in the house. And sometimes that's also working with your partner. A big part of what we teach parents is to listen to their kids and to take time to really explore their child's emotions, because that's what's going to make a bad decision, is not handling an emotion correctly. They're not the best student, and so their parent is kind of like riding them about something else. Kids that just don't feel they fit in, it's not going to get better if you don't bring it out into the open and find a way to talk about it and find a way to create the relationship you want.
From a personal perspective, I have 3 sons, and one of my sons really was a little more challenging to handle. And then when he was 7 and I just had his baby brother, he was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, wow.
And that didn't make his behavior better. It made it really even more intense. And he was bright, and he could just conceptualize things way beyond his ability to comfort himself. Mm-hmm. And he could take in the full meaning of what cancer was in a way that a 7-year-old usually doesn't. So it was a huge challenge, and he's fine now. He's wonderful. I'm so grateful for his life. And but it really did lead me to want to help other parents who are going through hard times. My heart is for the parents. My heart is for the children. I want to see them feeling better. So that's why I do what I do.
That's an awesome personal story. Thanks for sharing that. You must have learned a lot through that process, and you're able to share a lot of those experiences with other people so they can stand on the foundation you built. So it's really cool.
And all the people who are surrounding a child whose behavior is like the one you don't want him to come to your house because you know he's going to cause a ruckus, or the one the grandparents lay awake at night and worry about, everybody benefits when we can bring that child back to equilibrium. So teachers benefit, everybody benefits.
Parenting Mojo helps with parent coaching that is customized to your family, to understand your child's behavior and learn what to do to help improve the behavior dramatically. You'll learn solid, usable tools to bring out the best in your child's behavior.
I coach a lot of parents who have bright kids. I coach a lot of parents who have everything: autism, ADHD, developmental delays, anything. As I was going along, I was learning about the power of now. Nothing has ever happened in the past, and nothing will ever happen in the future. Everything happens in the present moment. And when you really think about that, it's hard to argue with. Our power is in the present moment. So if we have past experiences that we don't want to see repeated, worrying about the future doesn't do the trick. Staying in the present with the child who's expressing some big feeling. I mean, when we see acting out behavior, it's expression of a very big feeling. And it's a readable signal for the parents to connect with the child in that moment on whatever the discomfort is and simply really see the child. And I even say you don't even have to fix the problem. You just have to see the child.
For the rest of these stories and more, search for Sterling Law Offices on youtube.com. Thank you for watching. We strive to bring you the very best family law content, stories from our communities, and insights into building a healthy and strong family. Please leave your comments below and tell us what you think about what we're sharing.